Scott here again with Flip That Script, and I wanted to expound a little bit upon the video I made a little earlier today about the narcissist's false self. And what I wanted to talk about is a concept that's called narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply is any kind of praise, attention, or some source of external validation that helps them to prop up their fragile ego and their false self. Everyone likes external validation, and everyone needs a little bit of external validation to some extent, and probably a lot more like you're younger, as you would have gathered from some previous videos. Narcissists are excessively dependent upon external validation and any means of garnering narcissistic supply to help prop up again their false self. Narcissistic supply is something that narcissists also garner from the abuse that they engage in, because it gives them a sense of power when they can get a reaction from you. Narcissists rely on pretty shallow, I would say, it's very shallow, their need or the things from which they garner their narcissistic supply. Things like status, money, awards, sometimes in the case of parents, even though they very rarely will praise their children and their love. If we want to say they're able to love, that's debatable. For children, is based on things that make them look good. So they also can garner narcissistic supply by the success of their children, even though their children in private do not get praise from them. They garner narcissistic supply from their own awards, financial success, shallow things like appearance, status symbols, what kind of house they have, what kind of car they drive, what kind of a position they might have at work. They're things that they know others hold in some kind of regard, to the point that it gives them a sense of significance. So narcissistic supply drives much of narcissistic behavior. It's their, although they would never say it, it's kind of their own struggle for significance, and how empty they are inside and rely upon their narcissistic supply or an external sense of validation and power and significance is very much displayed in the great lengths that they go to, and how much they repeatedly seek this, as if whenever they gain narcissistic supply, like I said, it's almost like a drug, because they're already after their next dose of narcissistic supply. So in a sense, a narcissist is almost like a drug addict when it comes to their need for their narcissistic supply. I hope this helped you gain some insight into your narcissistic family members. I'll talk with you soon.